going on, everybody? We've got a new just landed here at Omnia Fishing. Some really cool products from both Daiwa, Performance Fishing Innovations, Danco, Xzone. Some really good stuff we're going to get to in this week. First off, we're starting off with the new Daiwa Steez Travel Rods. These are a 5-piece Steez rod made out of X45 graphite. They feel great. It feels like a regular 1-piece rod. I'd have no issue fishing this in my boat, not traveling. Really cool that they still included an air sensor reel seat. Really pretty touch there. Very well balanced. Does not feel like a 5-piece rod. You still get full action. Very nice rod. Coming with that, you get this pretty cool travel case. Steez emblem on the front. Fully padded on the inside. Not to mention, when you're on the go, a sling on the back. Pretty cool offering from Daiwa. Coming in some of their top popular models, like this right here is a 7.3 medium heavy. A little stiffer on the medium heavy. I'd say it's maybe more 7.3 heavy, but awesome jig rod, football jig rod, maybe like small swim bait rod. This would be sweet for. Some really cool options from the Steez lineup if you're looking to get something on the go. All right, next up, we've got some really cool options from a new company to us called Performance Fishing Innovations. This is a local Minnesota company. A guy named Eric Ask is running it. You might recognize that name from the swim bait community. He's a smallmouth hammer. He's a big bait guru. Comes out with some really cool, innovative stuff. Starting off with the tandem spin. So jig head is not included, but rigged it up so you could see, for example. This is a full fluorocarbon underspin attachment is what I think I would consider it. So you've got a little bit smaller blade here, a little bit bigger blade, and then your line tie here. Attach whatever jig head minnow you want on it, and you've got a pretty sweet little underspin in a bigger profile. So you've got, rather than just have your underspin attached to the jig head, this is kind of a separate armature that you can attach to. So pretty cool option if you want a different look on your underspin to get 2 blades. Not quite spinnerbait size, not quite spinnerbait profile, but maybe a little bit similar effect. Pretty cool option. Next up from the underspin world is this attachment. So this is a jig head, does not come with it, but that's how your product's gonna look. You can slide it on whatever jig head you like, and then you're gonna slide your plastic on over it, and that'll hold it right up against the jig head, and you can turn whatever jig head you want into an underspin. Fluorocarbon all the way through, so you're not hanging with wires, you're not dealing with like crimped wire that could break off. This is all really high-end saltwater grade fluorocarbon. Eric's using some pretty quality stuff there. So pretty cool option to make any jig head and underspin. Next up, I think probably his coolest, maybe flagship, is the Quad Hover. Guys from Minnesota might think that this looks like the Minnesota rig. It is not. This is actually designed for minnow fishing. So if you are fishing with live scope or not, you can actually put your minnow on the back of this, and because it's fluorocarbon rather than a metal, it's actually going to give it a little bit more of a hover effect, hence the name, rather than sinking like an A-rig would. So you can actually hold this above fish, keep it above there, and as you're shaking the rod, this whole thing's pulsating. So you've got the blades pulsating, you've got your minnow in the back moving. Really cool option. Much bigger profile, so maybe you want to throw a smaller minnow, like a 3.5-inch baby Z2, that might not show up super great on your live scope. Well, if you put it on this 5-wire rig, it's going to show up a way bigger, way more profile, a lot easier to see. So that could be an option for people looking to expand their scope and game. Really cool option from Eric at Performance Fishing Innovations here. Next up for baits, we've got the new Rally Shad from Xzone. This is a Cooper Gallant designed bait, minnow style bait. I think what I like most about it is a little bit deeper body to it. So you can see the stomach kind of hangs down a bit more, gives it a little bit bigger profile. I like that. I also like that the tail is not just a split tail. So rather than it just being straight down the middle and cut, this actually kind of makes a little bit of a V shape, and I think when you're in the water, that V splits out a little bit more, has a little bit different shape than just your traditional very thin wire or thin tail that's then split in the middle. It's just not as wide. Pretty cool colors here. Again, designed by Cooper Gallant, so you know it's gonna have some awesome smallmouth colors, some awesome up north colors. So give this a shot if you're looking to throw it on the back of a Demiki rig or go live scoping. Check this out. Next up this week, we've got the Lunar series from Danco. So Danco is a little bit of an accessories brand for us, coming in with some really nice pliers, some snips, even fillet knives for some multi-species stuff. So starting off with the 6.5-inch plier. This is a stainless steel plier in the Lunar series. So this is their highest volume series from Danco. They're gonna be rust proof, really nice pair of pliers, good options within them. Comes with a carrying case if you want to hold it on your hip or attach it to maybe a pedestal seat, something like that. It's a great option for a pair of pliers if you're looking, or drop triggers off the side of the boat.
Oh. No, dude.
Next, we've got the mini snips. I've had these in the boat now for about a year, and they've been awesome. Cuts braid really well, cuts fluorocarbon really well. Doesn't take up a lot of space. I've just been throwing them in a cup holder, and they've been great. Really impressed with them. Also, an aluminum snips, more so for your fluorocarbon cutting applications, not so much braid, but really easy pair to keep handy. You could wear them around your neck, you could attach them to a seat, wherever you want, but great little pair of snips if you're looking for maybe something on the go. Next up, something I think is really underrated that I now have in my boat after some close calls. This is an 8-inch compound wire cutting plier. So this is for, you get a hook in your skin, and if you can't back it out with the barb and you got to push it through, now you can cut it. What I like about these is that it's a compound hinge. So similar to a compound bow where, you know, you get that, rather than a recurve, a compound bow gives you more power and strength as you get farther back. Same application here. You're gonna have a lot more cutting power with a compound system. So rather than you fighting a 3/0 flipping hook, this will cut it like butter, hopefully. So great option from Danco. I would recommend pretty much everybody have these in their boat. You never wanna go take an emergency trip to the hospital. Fillet knives. Not a lot on the site, but we figured we needed another option. So this is the 6-inch fillet knife. This is one of their most popular items for most freshwater fish applications. Great for crappies, bluegills, walleye, pike. Great fillet knife option if you're looking to cut up some fish for dinner. To make it easy for people that just want to make one click and they're done, also comes with a kit where you've got your mini snips, which I've used. They've been great. You've got a plier, it's been fantastic, and a fillet knife. So if this is your on-the-go kit, or you dropped all of them over the boat at the same time potentially, here's your one option to just be done with it. One purchase and you're out the door. So thanks for watching, guys. This is a new just landed at Omnia Fishing. Check back soon for another.